KHQA Sports.
And tip top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final, where despite Mother Nature's better efforts, we managed to salvage some football tonight. Really hit and miss out there, but where we had games, they were phenomenal. We had some high-stakes games tonight, some real prove-it games from Rushville Industry, Knox County, and Central Lee, all of those to come. But let us start with the game of the week, the aforementioned Hawks. What a night for J. Randy Huffman's crew tonight, although tough start for them taking on Meepo, their first real test of the season. Tristan Timmerman on 3rd and 12. Are you kidding me? Wide open for the touchdown. Made it 6-0. 2 plays later, though, the Hawks would strike courtesy of Ben Rooney. Man, this kid is quick. Trip, switch, trip, switch. He's gone 79 yards to the house to make it 7-6 before you could blink. And yes, that raucous and very rowdy Central League crowd dolled up in beach gear tonight. They were having fun. So was Ben Rooney. Have yourself a night, young man. 95 yards in the first half alone. How about the big fella, Ethan Barnett? This was shades of Ramblin' and Earl Campbell in his way to big yardage, and the entire Meepo defense could not tackle him. 4th and 7. How about this play call? The little pitch to Ben Rooney from 15 yards away. Going to hit the pylon and hurdle his way in for the score to make it at that point 13-6 in favor of Central Lee. The defense was good as well. Garrett Holtkamp, he's not your ordinary quarterback, nor your ordinary cornerback in this spot. Great defense from him, and then at the quarterback position, big play right here. 19 yards into the red zone. Great block ahead of him as well. As there you have it. That would set up Ethan Barnett in for the score. The Hawks had 3 guys over 100 yards rushing, and they are indeed very much for real. Huge victory tonight for the Central Lee Hawks as they end up knocking off Mediapolis by the final count of 38-20 to go to 4-0 on the season. What a win for the Hawks. What a great stop right there by Dakota Oberman as well. Let's check in on the Southeast Iowa scores. We have just one to bring you tonight before we go to Will Wilson. It was Davenport Assumption. Well, they beat up on Keokuk at the half, 41-0, and it just never got any closer or prettier from there. And now, over to Will.
Well, another one of our games that started early tonight, one of the best rivalries in the area, hands down. Quincy Notre Dame versus Illini West, 2 teams that love to run the football in this one. Both teams coming off impressive wins last week. Each squad looking to go 3-1 with their first win in the conference. Opening drive for Illini West, looking to the air. Kennedy Gooding, he's going to deliver a strike to Connor Artman to keep the chains moving. Chargers ate up a lot of clock in this game on offense. A few plays later, Gooding going to the air again. Joe Atkinson wide open for 6. Chargers missed a 2-point conversion, but make it a 6-0 lead. Back comes Q&D. Story of the night was Ben Nord. Ran where he wanted, when he wanted. Big pickup right here. Finished the game with 212 yards on the ground. Love the way the kid runs the football. That long run going to set up the short run in the second quarter. 4-yard touchdown plunge and the extra point make it 7-6 from Nord. Chargers looking to answer. Gooding to the air again. Watch the ball skills right here from Brian Copley. Oh my goodness. Absolutely beautiful interception right there. Does the little toe drag. Yes, sir. That is an interception, my friend. And Q&D getting the ball back right here. Parker Kinzel, 12 yards up the gut to make it 14-6 in favor of Q&D at that point. We'd head to the second half. Illini West can open up with a 7-minute drive to start things off. Kyle Tanner showing some power up the middle between the tackles. Cuts the lead to 17-12. Q&D going to respond like they did all night, though. Another great catch right here from Bill Cannell's big, long daddies. Jacob Makefield, 18 yards from Landon Hemming. Pretty stuff right there as Q&D shuts the door, 24-12. Chris, a good one up in Monroe.
Oh, my goodness. The Macomb Bombers are for real as well after that tough start. How about this guy, Lucas Van Natten, maybe the hero of the night for his team. Pick 6 to start things off the right way for the Bombers. You know what? It was a soggy field. They waited an extra 30 minutes to play this thing, already the early start. And you know what? The Titans would answer right back in this one, though. Carter Bell to Jared Kirby to make it 7-6 in favor of Monroe's. Back and forth we go. High-scoring affair. Lucas Van Natten, be the man, buddy. He'll respond, turn in the corner, and get into the pylon. 13-6 at this point. Back comes Monmouth Roseville right here. D. Coleman for the long first down, and then on 4th down, the Bombers appear to have the stop, but the touchdown would go in anyway. Van Natten, no, just too much. He had himself a huge night, big 69-yard touchdown to separate things, and the Bombers get the win tonight on the road over Monroe's. Final count this one was 40-18. The Macomb Bombers now 2-2 on the season. Elsewhere on the scoreboard, we do not have a Porta West Hancock highlight for you. We will do that tomorrow because today's game was pushed back significantly due to weather concerns. 4 o'clock start tomorrow in Hamilton. Athens, meanwhile, continues Pittsfield's woes tonight. Athens comes in, was leading 41-6 at the half, and just never really looked back in this one. So Pittsfield falls to 0-4 on the season. Meanwhile, the news not good for Quincy High School tonight anyway. They never got a chance to even start against Rock Island. That game will be contested at 2 o'clock coming up tomorrow, and we will have the highlights right here for you when it does. I mentioned a big tester. Well, I want to pass along one more score. Jacksonville Crimsons on a big day from Joe Brannon are leading Springfield right now 33-16 in Jacksonville. The game was delayed about an hour and a half by weather. They're trying to restart it now. Don't know if it's going to happen or not, but that's where we stand at this current juncture. How about Rushville Industry taking on A-Town tonight? Abingdon Avon. Well, how about this right off the bat? Bright Fordyce caps off a 74-yard drive right there on the plunge to give his team, the Tornadoes, a 6-0 lead. Rushville Industry, though, responds like a champion in this one. Colton Boyd looks like he's going to go to the house, just coming out of the pack right here, breaking away from everybody from 26 yards away. Block in the back, though, so they bring it back. Christian Downs was having none of that kind of talk. Immediately thereafter from 34 yards away, are you kidding me? Nobody hotter in Illinois than Christian Downs the last couple of weeks. That quarterback can flat take it to the house. Made it 7-6 in favor of Rushville Industry. The defense would do the rest for the Rockets. Casey Rhodes with a big-time stop right there. Then it's Manning Plater doing some nice work from the defensive line position, and the rest of his buddies. Ethan Davis in there as well. Or excuse me, I should say Ethan Downs. And this is Ethan Downs all on his own, buddies. Oh, my goodness. Everybody into the effect tonight as Rushville Industry pulls off a huge win in the Prairie Land, 25-18, hanging on late in this ball game to get that done. Some scores to pass along and some results to tell you about. Beardstown and Central canceled due to weather today. That will take place tomorrow starting at 1:30. Tell you what, Route put a scare into Triopia tonight, leading going into the fourth quarter, but Triopia responds like a champion at home, wins 34-21 your final there. West Central and Carrollton, huge game tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Highlights of that biggie coming up for you on overtime. Pleasant Hill Western's momentum from the old Oaken Bucket game is taken from them. Greenfield Northwestern must be pretty darn good, winning that game tonight 58-20. And one more for you from Illinois, at least as far as the scoreboard goes. Bushnell West Prairie was leading big on River Valley 22-0 when that game was called to weather. Was never going to be close. The run game from the Sparklones really, really good. Will Wilson, you're up, buddy.
Cool. Big one in Mendon tonight. Number 7, Brown County into Mustang territory. Brody Dunker, how good has he been? Beautiful pass to Corey Miller. Puts Unity up 7-0 after the PAT. Brown County, first play from scrimmage. Jake Rubel, this kid, he has got some wheels. How about the high knees all the way up the middle? Takes that one into the house. 2-point conversion would make it 8-7 in favor of Brown County, and they were adding to it after that. Carter Lewis, another kid who can just flat out fly. Watch him lower the shoulder right here. Boom. He gets into the house right there. Brown County up 14-7, and they just kept coming after that. Jack Hulvey, this kid, beautiful run last week he had against Route. Can have another one right here down the left sidelines. He's all the way into the house as well. 20-7 in favor of Brown County. Kevin Creedemeyer's team, though, not quitting after that. Sam Brinkman, he's going to take the handoff, rumble into the corner of the end zone, cut the lead to 20-14. But after that, Brown County and Carter Lewis just too much. Jared Fry unleashes one right here, and Mr. Lewis is going to do the rest. He goes into the end zone to make it 26-14. Brown County continues to impress. They win 40-20. Chris, got a good one over in Kirksville for us. Well,
yeah,
not
sorry,
a good one for
doubted
Kirksville.
You, Hornets. Nice effort. Kirksville going to work. First pass, and it's picked off by Mr. Colton Brummel, who's going to, well, that's a nice interception. Going to take that on down into the red zone and set up Shamar Griffith. First play from scrimmage. It was this kind of night for poor Kirksville. Oh, Shamar, don't hurt him. And he did. Nice touchdown for him right there. 7-0 Pirates before you could blink. Second possession for Hannibal. Same result. One play, one Shamar. Or as we like to call it, a sham wow in the business. How about that? 14-0. Wow, the Pirates just doing pirate-type things, and Kirksville was powerless to stop them. Later in the quarter, how about Shamar Griffith going to slip through some tackles? He is indeed slippery. Nice take for him. Makes it 21-0 in favor of the Pirates at that point. And then it's Jerry McBride doing Jerry McBride-type stuff right here. Just breaking the plane. All Hannibal all the time as they end up winning in a blowout in a rout. 76-0 was your final. Will, you're up, buddy.
That's right. Palmyra, number 3 in Clark County tonight. Ben Sheffy getting it done done for Kevin Miles' squad. Nearly untouched up the middle, put the Panthers on the board at that point. More from the Elmira offense after that. Travis Harvey, how good has this guy been? Running over people on his way into the house. Elmira D stout as usual tonight, backing up the offense. How about the ball skills right here? Phillip Bland, kid does it on offense, does it on defense naturally. Just catching the ball, runs that one down the sideline. 16-0 at that point. The Panthers would be in business. Sheffy on the keeper again. He would go into the end zone as Elmira cruises over Clark County tonight. Final count, 30-8. How about some scores in the Clarence Cannon to pass along to you? Highland. Absolutely unbelievable night from Andrew Schultz as he passes for 347 yards, 5 touchdowns as they get it done over Monroe City tonight, 42-12. Brookfield blanks Louisiana 62-0 tonight as that game was called at the half. Centralia, a big winner tonight at South Shelby as they get it done 35-0. And Moberly and Macon in the fourth quarter. Do not have a final for you yet, Chris. I'm not sure if you got it on Twitter, but Macon down to Moberly 20-14 at this point. Mark Twain taking on North Callaway in this one.
Tyler Elledge, the ball carrier.
And I'll tell you what, Mark Twain's Tyler Elledge, how good has this guy been all season long, rushing for 400 yards a game. He has just been absolutely spectacular. We're going to see an interception right here from Loren Carlisle. How about him? Nice pick from him as he would get that one, gets the ball back for the Tigers at that point. That would set up Mr. Tyler Elledge, as I mentioned him before, was running wild again tonight. Grabs this one, almost strips right there, but he gets that one into the house for the touchdown. Mark Twain cruising at that point. Then we see Elledge again as it was 20-0 at that point, and Elledge is going to take this one all the way in the house as Mark Twain gets it done. 49-12 in that ball game. 2 scores from the E&O pass along to you as Bowling Green, a huge winner tonight behind Caden Jenkins. 8 touchdowns. Also, Van Far, a winner over Montgomery County tonight, 26-7. Over to Chris.
Knox County in a big one tonight over Milan, trying to take conference superiority, and they would do exactly that, and it would start with this guy. Hayden Miller on the one-handed catch. Are you kidding me? That would set up the Bee Ridge Beast. Drew Hodge in for the score. Drew Hodge, wow, what a season he's having. Really good stuff coming up right here as it would be all Knox County. Hunter Clucky with a great catch as well. And some more Bee Ridge Beast right here, as you'll see Andrew Hodge do some things as well. Knox County wins in a blowout over Milan. Exercise the Demon, 36-0, your final. Elsewhere, Scotland County, too much for North Shelby tonight, and it was West Tran knocking off Paris 14-12. Boys soccer, Q&D falls to Normal West, 3-2, your final. Canton continues to win on the softball diamond. Southeastern tonight wins 3 at the New Berlin tournament, and in soccer, Quincy University men, Taylor Reese with a goal tonight as QU ends up beating Parkside 3-2, and the women's game ends up in a 0-0 tie. All at a time, biggest overtime ever tomorrow right here, 10:30. We'll see you then.